It is a proven statistic that 56% of young men have gynecomastia. If you do not know what that is, here's a version of gyno. You could have less or more, but gynecomastia is essentially breast tissue under your nipple, and this happens due to the rise in estrogen or high levels of it compared to testosterone in your body. If you don't know if you have it, just squeeze a bit under your nipple, and if you feel some kind of hard, rubbery mass, it's definitely gyno. Let's say you do a blood test. You're excited, waiting for days to see your testosterone levels, and the male comes in 265 nanograms. You want to know why your manliness has been stripped out of you. You want to know why when you wake up you do not even have an erection anymore, and why when you try lift weights it feels uncomfortable and you want to put the weights down. You do not have the motivation to work for half an hour or even go outside for a walk. These are all symptoms of low testosterone. If you're thinking, why should I listen to this guy? I wanted to inform you that I am 14 with a testosterone level of 700 nanograms. Now, this is decent and a level you should aim for, but I do notice that it's not the highest. There can be some people watching this that have higher levels than that. I'm still on this journey to hit it to 1000 nanograms. In case you don't know what testosterone is, without getting into the scientific terms, it is essentially your manliness hormone. And there is another hormone called estrogen, which is, as you guess, is the same but for women. But why is our testosterone 2 times less than our great grandparents 100 years ago? There are so many factors that play a role in this, but in this video I'm going over the 3 everyday habits that are lowering your testosterone levels. Before we start, it will take 10 seconds out of your day if you could subscribe and share this video to any of your friends or peers who you would think would benefit from this advice. I would appreciate it if you did that. Let's begin this video. Alright, number 1 factor that is destroying your testosterone levels is stress. Stress not only fucks up your mental health but also your manliness. Let's say you're in school and you're constantly paranoid or have anxiety about whatever reason, maybe you got beat up and you have trauma from that happening again. When you get those feelings of uneasiness, your cortisol shoots up. Cortisol is a hormone that is determined by how stressed you are. The last hormone you want to high is cortisol, because cortisol and testosterone have an opposite correlation, which means when your cortisol goes up, your testosterone goes down, and vice versa. So imagine you're outside and you feel unsafe, paranoid, or ashamed. For whatever reason, maybe your dad beat you too hard or you got attacked before, your cortisol is probably very high, which also means that your testosterone is very low. This video is not a full guide on how to lower stress. I'll make a separate video on that. But one practical tip I can give you to lower your stress is breathing fully and properly. I know this sounds cliche and you're thinking, what the fuck do you mean by breathe? Of course I'm breathing. What I mean by this is inhaling to your diaphragm or belly and fully exhaling slowly back out, and making sure to breathe through your nose. Second factor that is decreasing your testosterone is diet. That is the number 1 most important factor for testosterone. Unless people don't know this, but every time you eat junk food instead of your normal healthy meals, your testosterone decreases. And if you are fueling your body with good food, your testosterone goes up. And in case you're wondering, what do I mean by good food? Certain minerals are essential for T levels. For example, zinc, which is found in foods such as nuts, eggs, red meat. You make sure you're eating this in your everyday meals. Make sure you're eating at least 4 eggs a day. Try import some red meat in your diet. And last factor, sleep. You should be averaging about 7 to 10 hours of sleep depending on your age. And you should be in bed for at least 2 hours extra according to your sleep requirements. So, if you want to sleep 8 hours, many people would say if you woke up at 8 a.m. you should go to bed at 12 p.m. But most people have 80% sleep efficiency, which means if you want 8 hours of sleep, you need to be in bed for 10 hours. So if you wake up at 8 a.m., you should be going to bed at 10 p.m. And that's if you have no sleep issues. If you have insomnia or some kind of sleep problem, you should be going to bed earlier than what I stated. That has been the end of the video. Do the hard work, especially if you don't feel like it. Bye.